Hi, I'm Todd Henderson. Let me show you how to install this Patriot Stealth tonneau cover on this 2014 Toyota Tundra with the deck rail system. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing we did is we wiped down the bulkhead with an alcohol prep pad. We attached the bulkhead seal. We also removed with a T30 Torx bit the front deck rail system. Now we're going to set the canister on top of the bed caps, bring it all the way up to the bulkhead. Want to make sure the blanket is coming out where it faces towards the tailgate. Right next, we're going to identify the passenger side rail. What we're going to look for is the rubber flap is going to face to the inside of the bed. When we turn that over, we're going to have a little Allen screw at the very back towards the tailgate, and up towards the bulkhead, we're going to have a threaded hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that rail, we're going to set it in place on top of the bed cap, and we're going to slide it right into the cover. So the cover is going to slide into this track on the rail. Slide that up until it hits the canister. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look up underneath. We're going to take our rail screws. That rail screw is going to be identified with the threads don't go all the way to the end. It's a little bit smaller than the clamp screws. We're going to attach a lock washer and a flat washer. We're going to go up underneath and attach that rail through the hole in the canister bracket. Next, we're going to find a couple of clamps. They're going to have a set screw inside of them. And you're going to notice there's going to be a notch cut out of these clamps. They're going to slide right into the bottom of the rail, like so. We're going to slide two of them in place. Once we've got them in place, we're going to slide them down the rail, one towards the front, close to the cab, one to the back, close to the end of the deck rail. Next, we're going to get some deck rail clamp plates. We're going to pull off the plug at the end of the deck rail system. We're going to take the clamp plate, we're going to slide it down the deck rail system and line it up behind the front clamp, and take a second one and line it up behind the rear clamp. Next, we're going to find some clamp bolts. Now, these are a little bit longer than the rail bolts we had. We're also going to have a lock washer and a flat washer. We'll notice the threads go all the way to the end of the bolt on this one. We're going to run it through the clamp and into the clamp plate. Get it threaded into place. We're going to leave it loose for right now. And once we get this all done, we're going to repeat the same process on the driver's side rail. Now, with both rails loosely in place, we're going to go ahead and close the tailgate, and we're going to take the rails and draw them to within 1/16 of an inch of the tailgate. Now that we've set our distance to the tailgate, we're going to go ahead and tighten down the clamps using a 7/16. Make sure you don't over tighten these. You don't want to go beyond 120 inch-pounds of torque. Now, to make sure the rail sits flat, we're going to go up underneath where these set screws are, and we're going to tighten the set screws on each side. Also, using the 7/16, we're going to go ahead and tighten up the rail screw at the front. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. Okay, now before we install the canister cover, I'm going to go ahead and test the operation of the cover. Make sure everything operates properly. Make sure that it closes properly. Got a good seal. Now we can go ahead and set the canister cover. Taped to the bottom of the canister cover is this packet. It's got some Formula 303. We're going to lubricate the front seal, and we're also going to lubricate the side seals. Now we're going to take the canister cover, and we're going to turn it to where the rubber flap faces towards the cap. We're going to look here, our canister cover screws. We're going to drop them right through the holes and then line them up to the holes or in the canister itself. Next, we want to go ahead and install the drain tubes. What we're going to do is we're going to slide those right into the hole in the bottom of the canister.
push up until it clicks into place. Then we can run the tube out the bed of the truck. You can either drill a hole through the cap, pop the cap, whichever you prefer.
Now we're going to go to, I'm choosing the driver's side rail. You can do passenger side rail. We've got a piece of Velcro. We're going to peel that loose. After we've cleaned the bottom of the rail with alcohol, we're going to set that right in place. Just like so. Now our strap can be stored in position with the cover closed. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.